Sexually transmitted diseases, teenage pregnancy, and early childbearing are some of the widespread challenges affecting adolescents and young people in Uganda. The SRHR Alliance has made deliberate efforts to engage with the different influences of adolescents and young people. One of the most important and key influencer is religion, hence the religious approach, where the Alliance builds the capacity of religious leaders to be able to support adolescents and young people to make informed and responsible life choices. This strategy has truly been mastered through the Family Life Education Program, FLEP, a member organization of the SRHR Alliance Uganda.
Through the teaching and throughout the church, religious leaders and even the people in the community have embraced sexual reproductive health and the reproductive rights, especially for young people and women who are motivated to do the sexual reproductive health and reproductive rights because of the many vices that the younger people in the communities were facing. As a religious leader, you go to a church or you go to a community and children are given away to marry at a tender age, before the age of consent. But also there were high teenage pregnancies among the communities. We've worked with the religious leaders in the communities, we've worked with the parents and guardians, and we've been able to leverage a conducive environment within the communities so that they embrace sexual reproductive health and reproductive rights.
Even when most religions shy away from addressing sexual reproductive health challenges and rights, FLEP Uganda, a religious NGO, is successfully addressing the challenge and offering the needed solutions with the aid of SRHR Alliance and religious leaders.
The reason why we are working with the religious leaders is for them to be able to contextualize sexual reproductive health and sexuality education issues for young people into their religious setting. So we have many young people there and they're facing sexual reproductive health and rights challenges, and we need these religious leaders to contextualize the existing policies and be able to implement it within their religious settings in a way that is acceptable. And that's what our partner FLEP is trying to do. They are working with the religious leaders, they are using religious setting, they are using religious quotes, even Bible quotes, to be able to pass out the messages on sexuality education and sexual reproductive health for young people.
SRHR Alliance is a consortium of 8 like-minded organizations that work towards addressing youth SRHR that hinder adolescents and young people from realizing their potential.
We have also used the young people who are dedicated in church to be our peer educators. We train them in counseling, we train them in SRHR programming, we train them in contraceptive use, but also dispensing, whereby they have really worked with other young people, other peer educators, to reach out to their fellow young people. And we have also used them as our community advocates. We train community advocates and they are purely young people. So they help us to speak on behalf of their fellow young people who cannot speak for themselves.
The church leaders have on several occasions engaged in sensitizing and counseling young people in SRHR-related challenges.
Not only preaching the word of God, but I was teaching them about their sexual reproductive health. And I was teaching them according to age bracket.
As a parish priest, I have been in touch with the FLEP for a longer time, and I've been going for seminars, I've been going for teaching, counseling and all that. That's why I also gained the effort to come and talk to my people in my parish, especially the youth. And they have gained a lot from the advice and the talkings and from the counseling that we have been getting from FLEP.
SRHR, through aiding FLEP, has managed to turn around the lives of several young people and adolescents who now boast of confidence in peer education, courtesy of GUSO program.
The GUSO project, which is Get Up, Speak Out for Youth Rights, has given us confidence to talk to the people in the community and other people out there without shying off.
Nina obusobozi okwogera n'abansingako ku myaka kubanga program etugamba tulina okusomesa abavubuka kuva ku myaka 10 paka 24. Kinyambye okwekuuma nze n'okutegeeza bananga abalala obutabeera nga kale bakola ebintu ebibi okufuna obulwadde.
23-year-old Baria Christine tells us how she was supported by the organization after an unwanted pregnancy.
I also got pregnant when I was still in school. So when I came to join FLEP, I came to know very many things concerning family planning, talking to my friends, telling them to go for HIV testing and other things.
Get Up, Speak Out, GUSO is a 5-year program that was launched in 2016, being implemented across 4 districts in eastern Uganda, thanks to SRHR Alliance Uganda.
What has worked out very well is the way our partner Family Life Education Program has worked out with the religious leaders within the setting of the Protestant faith. They have trained them, they have oriented them. Right now, the religious leaders are well knowledgeable in sexual reproductive health. They are able to contextualize the sexual reproductive health messages and deliver it within their religious setting.
We want to ensure that we collaborate more because the problems are still more and we can still work together and overcome them.